My name is Jaegen Ellison, and I play Actor 6, which is Donnie, as well as Sergeant Van and Robert Murphy and Robert Taylor. I'm born and raised here in Chicago. My family is from the north side of Chicago, so right outside of Cabrini Green. They grew up on Cleveland, which is right next to Marshall Field Gardens, which is another project. And so my mom moved to Humboldt Park when I was still in her stomach. I wasn't even born yet. And so that is my home, Humboldt Park. I was born and raised there. Is predominantly Hispanic. So we were like the only black family on my block, but blacks and Hispanics are not that far away from each other. So that sense of community and how we were accepted, and just how, like, you would think about being in the project, how it was the community of, you could go next door and ask for some sugar, or anything. It was the same thing on my block. I could go to the neighbor's house and do that same thing with no problem. I have family that lived in Cabrini Green, as well as family in Robert Taylor, but more family in Cabrini Green. When the buildings were knocked down, I just remember a time where my brother and my nephew, which is his son, and all my nieces and nephews, it was this moment of like, their home were taken from them, right? And so it was just devastating to see them going through that change and having to move. And even from them moving from Cabrini Green to the hundreds, they moved to like 115th. So they were told that you guys moved from bad to worse. And they were told that by some police officers of the neighborhood. And it just sucked, because I also remember going and visiting them in Cabrini, and it was different. We didn't have the same issues as far as I witnessed turning the lights on and watching the roaches scatter and hit the floor. The smell of the urine. But as sad as the environment was, we made the most of it being children, because those things weren't on our mind. It was more about just playing, but those things still stood out to me, to the point that when my mom would pick me up from my brother's house and we'll go home, I'll be like, why is it that they gotta live like that? And she'll tell me, due to different circumstances and, unfortunate events, it's just the way things are. And I still to this day don't understand why anybody has to live like that.